on. It is so awesome being back in the park here again, smoking herb and playing the game with all my friends. My name's Ted Smith. I'm the Executive Director of the International Hempology 101 Society, and I'm very happy to be here. As many of you know, we used to do these meetings every single Wednesday night in Victoria for over 12 years. We'd go out and have our fun and games. Unfortunately, as many know, we had to cancel that a few years ago. I had people that would come and drink and cause problems, and it was a real headache. And so we don't do it every week anymore. We just started last week, and as a sign of how popular it is, within 1 week we've gone from 12 people to probably 50, and hopefully we'll grow again next week. So it's really nice to be back here and doing our thing. And I would like to say thanks to some of our new friends who are very cooperative in putting away their booze as they joined us for the first time here in Beacon Hill. So I really appreciate everybody cooperating with the spirit of Hempology and what we do, and coming out and doing our thing. And so speaking of doing our thing, I used to come and rant every week, and after 12 years, actually before that, it got really tiring to do that. So I came up with a game show called Reach for the Pot. And it's a heck of a lot of fun. It's something that's evolved over time. And it's something that we also, at the same time, started a tournament. And here we are tonight playing another tournament. It's the first game. And we're going to be here in Beacon Hill playing the tournament and some other games right on into July. And we're going to be here every Wednesday night. And it's something I'm really looking forward to. And tonight is the first quarterfinal in what is a sudden death tournament. And I've got actually 8 awesome teams. There's no weak teams this year. In the past, we've had some teams not as strong as the others, so we've come up with a way of having the teams picked, and tonight is going to be a really exciting game, as they all are. And if you want to watch tonight's game later, or any of the other games coming up or in the past, we film it and put it up on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, and you're welcome to watch that, and a lot of the other work we do that you're going to hear about with Hempology, the lectures I teach and stuff, are all up on the YouTube page. And so I think with that, I'm going to get our contestants up here tonight and let the games begin. So I think over on this side here, I got the Best Buds, captained by returning champ. Actually, we should have brought your bowl, Evan. Evan is also the winner last year of the Most Valuable Pothead. The MVP award was won by Evan, and he brought his trophy bowl, his bong. Actually, the winning team every year gets trophy personal bongs, and so Evan's got his personal bong from last year and is leading his team down now to hopefully get not only another bong, but again, he won an award. We didn't bring it, but a bowl that we give to the MVP every year as well. Evan's got that, so a sort of a daunting contestant in a sense, but Up in Smoke shouldn't have no fear. I'm not sure what they're waiting for, but get down here, guys. Game on. They're lost in the smoke, it seems. But yeah, if you haven't heard of Up in Smoke before, they're another activist potheads. Red, aren't you on the team here, or are you just... Oh, Chris. Oh, last minute sub. I got it. It happens. So I'm going to explain the rules once, partly because some of our contestants here, Sarah, have you seen the game before? Okay, I wasn't sure about that, but Sean, I don't know. Oh, you've seen it too? Okay. Okay, so Gus has never seen this. A rather new team to the game here, with the exception again of Evan, our returning champ. One of them, I split the team up last year, and these guys know the rules, but you guys might not. So here it is. They're pretty simple. I got 10 chances to get points. 8 of them are trivia questions, where I'm going to ask a question, and if a teammate knows it, they clap. As soon as they clap, I go over and I get the answer from them. Please don't yell out the answer if you know it. If you know the answers or guess, keep it in the back of your head and maybe keep track of points even if you want to see if you beat one of the teams. But don't yell out an answer, please, because it screws things up. and I have to ask a whole new question. Yeah, if they get it right, they get 20 points. If they don't, the other team gets a guess for 20 points. If nobody gets the 20 points, then I give them a second chance. I give them some hints. It's worth 10 points. If nobody gets the 10 points, then we do multiple choice, and that's worth 5. There's 2 other chances to get points. There's a smoking contest in the middle of the show, which is way too much fun to watch. And otherwise, it's about a 45-minute exercise we got going on here. So those are the rules. Everything else, I just make it up as we go along. Such is life. So the first question, I should say, is always about Hempology 101, or what we call our sister club, which is the Cannabis Buyers Club. That is a group I started like 17 years ago to sell cannabis to sick people. It's been quite an adventure over that time. I got lots of stories to tell. Last year we even started to change national law to allow patients to make their own extracts out of cannabis, because right now they can legally grow their own medicine, but they can't make hash or cookies or anything else other than using the raw plant. Well, we've so far successfully challenged that. It doesn't look like our Court of Appeal hearing will be till the fall now, but we're really looking forward to that. Hempology's done a lot of stuff over the years. Like I say, I teach a free lecture series at the University of Victoria. We have the largest student club up at UVic. We have 420s every week. Gus has been a prominent member of the club for a couple of years now. And otherwise, actually, that's where I met Evan. This guy started showing up at UVic when he was like 16 years old, going to Mount Doug. I had to kick his ass out of 420 because he was heating us out. So he brings his other high school buddies. They'd have their own 420 outside of our 420. So these guys know all about UVic. These guys come up there too. I don't know if Chris has been there, but they know all about that stuff. But like I say, we do a lot to educate the public about cannabis and prohibition, but we like to have fun too. And that's where this game show came from. And so one thing I also like to do at this game show is embarrass people. And I do that by asking them questions that they should know. Questions that, you know, they've heard before. And so tonight's first question is about Hempology 101. And hopefully I'll embarrass Evan in particular with this one. Being the captain of the team, he should expect something like that. But these guys, some of them should know this answer too. Let's see. How many years have we had a tournament for Reach for the Pod?
9.
Sean with the 20 points. Wow. Out of nowhere. Somebody's been studying the games online, I see. Somebody's been studying. So there it is. 20 points. Just out of the gates in a flash, folks. So, like I say, it's a trivia game show, so we're asking all sorts of trivia. A lot of it is about Hempology, and I do take a lot of stuff, I would admit, out of our newspaper. If you haven't seen it before, we publish this newspaper, the Cannabis Digest. We send it around the country. It's really the best newspaper about cannabis that's being put out in Canada, I think, right now. Certainly about Canada. So there's all sorts of news and information. It's really written for patients, members of dispensaries or otherwise, but it's got all sorts of stuff. You see Bong Man on the front. He's from Toronto. He's awesome. It's a coloring contest as well, so you got till June 15th to color it and either hand it in or take a picture and stuff. So feel free to grab them, as many as you like. I kind of forgot to organize it well, so I'll get the whole complement of 9 of them next week. But the next question isn't out of that at all. The next question's out of my textbook. I also have written a textbook about the history of cannabis. It took me 17 years to get it out, but finally Hempology 101 has a textbook that can be used to teach in classes. It does a lot about the history of cannabis, which is something really important to me, and also a lot about hemp. I guess I took my shoes off, but I'm pretty much wearing nothing but hemp again today, and it's really important for me to eat and use in all sorts of different ways. So I write a lot about hemp in this book as well. And so tonight's first question, or second question, sorry, is from the book. It's a history question. Let's see if you guys know your history very well. What was discovered in 1938 that was changed the war on drugs forever? What was discovered, and again, if you know it there, please keep it to yourself. What was discovered in 1938? LSD, Sean, man, you're taking the cake here tonight. LSD was invented in April 16th, 1938, and Albert Hoffman, the inventor, passed away this past week at 102 years old. He lived to 102, and so it's a sad, I guess, note to that trivia question, but I did want to bring up Albert some way tonight, so that was a good way to do it, and thank you very much, sir, for what you brought to us. And wow, these guys are smoking up in smoke at this point. I don't know what to say. They're hot, but there's lots of questions. That's right, there's lots of questions yet, so let's see how it goes with this one. So this one here is, I think it's also in my book, but I talk about it a lot, so let's see if these guys remember. Again, hemp is really important to me. We should be using it industrial for our building materials, for our fuels, for plastics, for almost, you know, like 80% of our industrial products we use could be containing hemp in some way or form. And it's really important for me to be growing it and using it in all these various ways. And in recent history in Canada, we've been able to grow it again. In fact, Canada is the #1 producer of seed in the world right now. We're really into it for food and all sorts of other uses, but we're not doing much with the fiber yet. Hopefully we will be soon, but just not yet. But tonight's third question for 20 points is, in recent history, right? Like, you know, it was made illegal in 1923, and it's now legal. So in recent history, what was the first province that started growing hemp again experimentally? No, it wasn't Manitoba. So, no, I don't know if you guys are clapping still, but these guys get a 20-point guess before we go there. So it's not Manitoba. Are you guys ready to take a guess here? And I got to hear clapping, because clapping means happy and ready. And Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan? No, it's not Saskatchewan either. Manitoba is now the largest producer of hemp in the country. I'm not sure if Saskatchewan's #2. We actually drove to a hemp farm in northern Saskatchewan last summer. I ran naked through it. It was awesome. But that's not the answer. Yeah, no, it's 10 points. 10 points on the table. It's not in the north. It's not Newfoundland. Okay? It's not Alberta, no. So no more hints. Somebody, you guys were all happy clapping before. What do you think? There it is, Ontario, up in smoke, is on the board at least with 10 points. So it's 40 over here for the best bud.
Come on, guys.
And, up in smoke is chugging along with 10 points, but lots of points left, lots of points left. The next question is out of the book, but it's out of real life too. You know, I'm not making this stuff up. Sorry, I mean, it's out of the newspaper. We got lots of advertisers in the newspaper, but not enough yet. I'd really like it to be able to pay for itself. But at this point, the Buyers Club and donations are keeping it going. But one of the people, or one of the businesses that's advertised since the beginning is the Lemonade Stand for 20 points. And what BC interior, like, oh, there it is, 20 points. Woo! Kamloops it is. So Up in Smoke has just chopped that lead out. And we're into a 30 to 40 game here, folks. With lots of points left. Like I say, there's 10 chances to get points. We've done 4 so far. So we've almost gotten halfway. Damn, tonight's next question might be just too easy, but it's there and it's worth 20 points. So this might be like a speed question. Looks like there's lots of points tonight. So I'd like to ask who is this kind of question? And the question is like, what career does this person have? And I have to say every time that writer doesn't cut it. Pretty much every activist is a writer of some type. So you have to say journalist or author. I don't know what other kind of writers you could have, a poet, I guess. But certainly you have to be specific about that. But other than that, it's pretty kind of open. What profession or what career does Lawrence Cherniak have? Again, if you know this in the audience, please don't say anything. It's funny that the simplest question I think is the one stumping them, but he's not a politician. No. Not to my knowledge, he has not been a politician. So can you guys make a wicked comeback in 3 straight questions and take the lead? It's worth 20 fat points right now. It doesn't seem like they know for sure, but let's see. You ready there? An author. Wow, you guys have done it. You've just turned it right around here. Lawrence has written the Great Books of Hashish. There's a couple volumes of it. In fact, Lawrence came and did the first lecture on the history of cannabis a few years ago. The 5th year we did the lecture up at UVic. We do a free non-credit lecture series Wednesday afternoons there. And so, yeah, Lawrence came up a few years ago and did that. But, yeah, Lawrence has got a few books and a couple things that he's doing. And holy cow, just when you think that one team's getting smoked, things turn around. And the Best Buds are now 10 points behind Up in Smoke. But we're only halfway through the game. So there's still, you know, lots of points and lots of fun things to do here. So let's get on with the fun stuff and have a smoking contest. So the way it works is pretty simple. Although I don't have any papers tonight. You guys, I hope you guys have your own papers. I'm sure the contest. Although. And do you guys have a pipe as well? Okay. You guys got your own pipe, I take it? Okay. The smoking contest is pretty simple. Let's leave it in the jar. Don't even open the jar, okay? So each team has a grandma pot in the jar. They got to take it out. They got to roll 2 joints and smoke it. And the first team that's done, that's because they got pipes, right? They got to stick the roaches in the pipe, and it's got to be gone. There's nothing left to burn, and they get 10 points. So it's pretty cut and dry how it works. No, there's no judging going on. Just got to make sure none of them are cheating. That's the only thing. So yeah, I need a couple. Steve, yeah, I need some judges here watching the games. Okay, Carly. Yeah, Carly knows this part of the game here. Former champion herself. Carly has won some of these single-handed for her team. So if both teams have one, I can put it as an option. If you don't, then here, use the magazine if you don't mind. Yeah. Okay, if you guys want to use a grinder, come on. Okay, Evan's got a grinder. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, both teams can get grinders. That's cool. You can leave the pod in the jar. And okay, so
there you.
Don't break the segment.
So yeah, you can't, and you can smoke the joints as fast as you roll them. You don't have to hold back. Sometimes I make people not light the first joint till the second one's ready. But let's just get her done. Smoke it as fast as you can here. And yeah, you can have your grinder open. Yeah, you don't have to have your grinder closed. You can have it all ready to go. And I think we're happening. So here we go. The smoking contest tonight starts in 3, 2, 1, go. We've got a lot of stuff happening with Hempology 101, and I guess the next big event is Cannabis Day. We actually hotbox the front steps of the Victoria Courthouse at 4:20 on Canada Day. If you know the front steps, they've got these big cement stairs in the courthouse, and we hang curtains off either side of the ledge there. We can fit about 90 or 100 people in there. And for the past couple years, the police have told the security that we're allowed to be there and don't worry about it. So we pretty much have the afternoon smoking pot at the courthouse. So that's, again, on Canada Day coming up. And then at the end of these, I think it's July the 11th, we have a bunch of contests. I'll tell you about in just a second. I'll give you an update now. Looks like we got one joint rolled over here. The Best Buds need the 10 points. This is worth 10 points, by the way. So, yeah, the Best Buds are out of the gate first. Up in Smoke has their first joint getting lit here, though, so not too far behind. And the pressure's getting to James, I think, a little bit. I don't see him shaking normally, but he's shaking the more I'm talking at this point. It's kind of fun.
Come on, James!
But yeah, they got them both lit over here. So the best buds again are really going for it. And yeah, looks like I psyched James out pretty good there, so he's just getting his lit now. So they got some catching up to do over here, but they got a 10-point lead, so we'll see how it goes. Looks like these guys might have been strategic, though. These guys rolled a loose joint or two, I see. They're burning like stupid, but you know, we'll see how it goes here. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so the last Wednesday, right after we have the final game of the tournament, we actually have contests for the best pipe, the best bong, the best t-shirt, the best written word that is song or poem, and then we have a joint rolling contest as well. Each participant has to bring their own half gram, and we make everybody kind of line up together and they roll their joints at the same time. We do a couple things to see who's been the best roller, and then we have a vote. And so joint roller, bong, pipe, t-shirt, and written word, we do all those contests in one night, just one after the other, bam, bam, bam. And that's kind of the grand finale of Hempology, and we call it a summer at that point. So the schedule of events is all in the newspaper. If you want to grab the paper, please do. But otherwise, we're here every week having fun, doing crazy shit like this. So yeah, best buds are going for it here. They're almost gone already. They're almost gone. So these guys, yeah, they got a bit of catching up. It's actually, those guys caught up more than I thought, but yeah, there it is. There it is. Nice try up in smoke. You guys were behind there, but actually you guys caught up in the smoking somehow. I'm not sure how that happened because I babble on a bit, but holy
Come
cow,
on,
folks,
James.
there it is. We're at a tie here, 60-60, and the teams have been doing awesome. They've almost maxed out and gotten every possible point available, which is a pretty impressive thing to do. Yeah, thanks for the jars. So tonight's next question, or challenge question we like to call them, is we're 10 points as well. And yeah, I call it a challenge question. What I do is I get each team to write a list, and the team that has the longest list gets 10 points. So just a second and I'll tell you guys what the list is this week. Oh, you're going to use that? Okay. So this week's list is going to be a list of locations that we've held the Wednesday night Hempology 101 meetings at. So not any other times, not 420s, not classes, different locations that we've held the evening meetings at. So you can start writing the list now. We have held these meetings again. This is the 17th year we've done this around Victoria, and we've tried all sorts of things, and it's been quite a trip, that's for sure. But I guess while I have a minute here and I'm letting these guys do this, I want to tell you about how to make better pot food. Because people need to know how to make good cannabis foods, because eating cannabis, in some ways, you waste a lot of it. And sometimes when you smoke pot, you end up with things that you could be making medicine out of, but you throw them out. Oh, a question here. No, 420s do not count. Wednesday evening, the 7 o'clock meetings that we used to have every Wednesday night. Yeah. And so, for example, like when you smoke your pot and you get little pieces of stock left over that you usually put in your ashtray or throw out, there's medicine in that. You should save that stock up. The first thing that you should do with it when you're ready to cook with it is called decarboxylating. And that is turning THC acid to THC. Because in the raw plant, you don't have THC itself, you have its acid form. You need to convert it by heat, which is why they vaporize or smoke it or bake it. And with heating it and decarboxylating it properly, you completely activate the chemical so that it bonds with your receptors a lot more. And so you do that by cooking it at 300 degrees. It stinks a lot, like you think you're cooking it all off. but you cook it at 300 degrees for half an hour in an oven. And then you infuse it into your butter, your olive oil, your coconut oil in a double boiler or something like that. You don't want to cook it again over 100 degrees and make it boil or something. But when you've activated the THC, you've made it a lot more potent than it would be in its acid form. And that goes for the leaf. Certainly that goes for the bud as well. But again, you don't have to cook with bud. You can cook with things that most people just throw out. And if you want to learn more about how to cook cannabis properly, we have a web page for the Cannabis Buyers Club, the Victoria Cannabis Buyers Club. Our cookbook is all online. Every little trick that we know about how to properly infuse it, how to use lecithin, which is an additive that you can use that makes it absorb into the body faster and more efficiently. So when most people make pot food, they got to wait an hour or so before it kicks in. Well, if you make it properly and use lecithin, it gets into your bloodstream within 15 or 20 minutes. It's starting to be activated, and it's much faster and much more efficient as well.
Is that after you smoke it, or specifically after you eat it?
No, this is when you're cooking it. This is when you've decarboxylated it in the oven, then you cook it in the olive oil in the double boiler, and then when it's still warm, you take out lecithin. It's like a honey. You take it and then you mix it up in there so it's consistent, and then you let it freeze in that.
The club specifically sells cooking bud or butter type weed. Is that right? I've seen it on the board.
Oh, we sell the leftovers now.
Okay.
So after we strain the leaf out, there's a bunch of leaf soaked in butter, and now we're selling that so people can make food out of that.
All right.
Yeah. Because you can't squeeze it all out, whatever you've cooked it in. So, you know, like if you are going to eat the leaf, though, you have to worry about eating too much because it can be really hard in your digestive system and make you shit really hard.
Second extraction.
I have a funny story about that.
Tell it.
But that's not. Okay.
Second extraction.
You know what, guys? Yeah, I appreciate getting into this, but I'm trying to play a game show too.
Is that a downside of juicing? Like, would that be a downside of like?
No, that would be a reason for juicing, to take out the fiber.
Okay,
yeah. But anyway, that's it for time. They had lots of time. So I'm going to get the answers back, and like I say, we got a tie game here. Thank you. So this is a critical moment in sports history here. And we'll see who takes the lead into the last few questions. So we got Up in Smoke first. So Beacon Hill Park, yeah, we've had a lot of meetings here. Certainly the courthouse, as I mentioned, where we're having 420 on Canada Day. And also Halloween. I give out bongs to the best costumes on Halloween at the courthouse every year, too. That's at night, though, at 7 o'clock. So that's a lot of fun. Ministry of Health building on Pandora Street. Unfortunately, that's often remembered for being one of the last places we had a hempology. The legislature, we certainly have had a few, more at the back than the front, but we love driving by the ledge for a picture every September, the first Wednesday in September. We march to the legislature. I don't have a postcard here, but we take a picture smoking pot at the front steps of the ledge every year and make a postcard out of it. So that's in the calendar of events in the newspaper as well. And then Saint-Anne City Hall is another location that we had our Wednesday night meetings in for sure. So that leaves 6 for Up in Smoke. Let's see, we got Beacon Hill, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Forest. Yeah, that's across the street from the Ministry of Health. There's a little parkade down there. We got the courthouse and the Inner Harbor. We actually, the first year we played the tournament, we did it in the Inner Harbor, which is a heck of a lot of fun and kind of outrageous. But that was the last one for you guys. So you guys got 5, the other guys got 6. So Up in Smoke picks up 10 points there. And the lead is kind of going back and forth here, folks.
Come on,
we got 60 points for Up in Smoke and 50 points for the best buds. So with 3 questions left, we couldn't have a closer game.
Yeah, it is.
And now is time for one of my more fun parts of the game show, which is our music question. And so at this point, I usually ask what song or artist I'm quoting from, and I'll quote a song. In this case, it isn't a song that's out there for popular listening, so many of you might not recognize the words to this. Unless, of course, you bought one of our little booklets. This is an old one, but we've got a little booklet of cannabis carols, a bunch of pot songs that we've made up, and we love singing them every year around December, and going and hotboxing City Hall and singing our cannabis carols. And so this year, we're going to use a cannabis carol, something I think both teams are somewhat familiar with. Oh, you don't? Oh, wait, yeah, you might not know the cannabis carols, do you? Wait, you were singing some of them with me last year.
Could be.
Weren't you? Anyway, let's see how well these guys know our cannabis carols. What song has the following words? Dank and smelly, legs like jelly, growing pot day and night. Which song, which cannabis carol, dank and smelly, legs like jelly. Oh, Red knows that he's not in the game. Oh. Right on. Thanks for keeping it to yourself, buddy. Dank and smelly, legs like jelly. It is a Christmas song. That's not much of a hint. I shouldn't be giving out many hints at all. You've gone through these songs more than once, Evan. Oh, but these guys are guessing first. What song is it? Cannabis Puff. No, it's not Cannabis Puff. And that was one that I actually disqualified because I don't think Cannabis Puff, which is written to the words Jingle Bell Rock. I don't know. Is that a Christmas song? Yeah. Oh wait, it is too. Jingle Bell Rock. What am I? I'm on drugs. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking there. Okay.
You're asking the musical.
What do you guys think? 20 points. You want the lead? Here it is. You got to clap. It's Deck the Courts is the name of the song, but that's not it. That's a good guess. That is one of the songs in here, but it is not Deck the Courts or Cannabis Puff. But it is certainly a cannabis carol. Here we go. Maybe dank and smelly, legs like jelly, growing pot day and night. That's closer to singing it. I don't want to give it away too much because it's 10 points. This is either going to double the lead or tie the game. Dank and smelly, legs like jelly. Go on, you guys are studying for this, right? No pressure.
Oh! Should have got stoned when you were studying.
Dank and smelly, legs like jelly. Yeah, you can talk it with your teammates. Oh. It is not Rudolph the Red-Haired Outdoor, no. So I can't give you guys much more time. Spit out a song. Oh, come on now.
You guys honestly don't remember.
If you can't remember, just take a guess. Remember a song? See, these guys can't even remember a song, damn it. Okay, well, then I'm just going to pick a multiple choice then. Okay, if you're not going to guess. Okay, multiple choice. It's worth 5 points. Sometimes 5 points makes the game, though. No, don't clap. The way multiple choice works is I'll give you guys 4 options, and then when I'll repeat those 4 options twice. You can talk to your teammates, but don't yell out the answer. I'll come get that privately. Here's your 4 options. Is it Good Queen Cannabis, Job Bless You Healthy Cannabis, We Three Buds of Texada, or Oh Cannabis Tree? Which one of those 4 songs? Good Queen Cannabis, Job Bless You Healthy Cannabis, We Three Buds of Texada, or Oh Cannabis Tree? Again, dank and smelly, legs like jelly, growing pot day and night. I'm gonna get. Wait, you guys are in charge. I'll get yours. Okay. So what are you guys thinking here? Oh Cannabis Tree. They're both going for Oh Cannabis Tree, but no, it's We Three Buds of Texada.
Fucking guy.
We Three Buds. Red had it. Red had it. Yeah.
Rabble. Rabble.
Maybe next year, buddy. Let's see. At this point, they still have the lead, so hopefully it won't burn you. Won't burn them yet. But
next time you'll have
actually,
to sing it.
It's your birthday!
Oh yeah, happy birthday! I forgot about that.
Go, you guys!
But here it is. We got 2 questions left and 10 points, so it's coming right down to the wire here, folks. Now, cannabis is in the news a lot for all sorts of different reasons, and one of the funnier stories of late is actually coming right out of Esquimalt. There's a new mascot in town, if you haven't met him yet, and he's getting a lot of attention because the city council's trying to ban him from being out on the street promoting a new head shop in Esquimalt. For 20 points, what is the name? Bongy, there it is. Bongy, and I think with that, actually, you guys have won the game. That's a 30-point lead, so congratulations, Up in Smoke. You guys have moved
Evan, what the hell?
So sorry, you guys, the game is done at this point, but we do have 1 question left. If you'll bear with me, I got prizes for you, so there is a reward at the end here. But congratulations, Up in Smoke. You're on to the semifinals here. So tonight's last question goes back to my newspaper. Again, we're really proud of the paper. We got great writers and everything, but we're not paying for it. So tonight's last question is a Price is Right question, where we ask within tonight, it's within $10. How much is 1 half-page ad in the back of, or in the Cannabis Digest? Within $10, how much is a half-page ad? What do you think?
$60.
60? No, it's not 60, Gus. Take a quick guess here, guys. 110. No, it's more than 110. So it's then 10 points. John? 150. There it is. So that gets a little closer, but at this point, it didn't matter much. These guys took it. So thanks again for playing right to the end there, guys. But again, congratulations, Up in Smoke, and thanks everybody for coming out. I tell you, it's just too much fun being here in Beaconville Park, playing our games, doing our thing. And so, Réjean's doing a party Friday night. If you're around interested in going out and listening to him.
No, to sing the Bob Marley together.
To sing Bob Marley together.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. And that's right. Happy belated birthday, Church. But before we head out here, every time we gather, we put 42 seconds of silence away for the victims of the war on drugs. While we're out here having fun, enjoying our freedom, there's lots of people that are sitting in jail that have tried to fight for our freedom and have paid the ultimate price for it. And so when we gather, we put aside 42 seconds to pay respect to those people like Mark Emery who aren't able to have fun with their friends and family tonight. So if everyone could please join me for 42 seconds of silence for the victims of the war on drugs. I'll give you a warning of 3, and 42 seconds of silence, please, starting in 3, 2, 1. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Feel free to come up and grab a newspaper. I got lots of Cannabis Digest, so you can read all about what we do. Thanks to all our contestants. Again, thanks for playing, guys. Congratulations. We'll see you back next week for another quarterfinal. Have a good night, everybody, and smoke them if you got them.
Woo!
Gus, if you want to come over